Hi there, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you're all doing well. Back in the city. Real quick here. Bragging rights. We're already up to 5 stars, and check out the number of visitors per week. Where's that all time? Anyway, it's great. I'm surprised. And yes, I actually did take a peek at the higher elevations, and there are people hanging out. So I'm happy. I made a good decision for once. Yay! So today, I finally did what I said I was going to do weeks ago. And I started tackling our northern end, where I said I wanted all the government buildings. Unfortunately, even the workshop assets that are unique buildings, they're locked. And I still think that unlock all means unlock all, but I guess it doesn't. So like you have to have 50% crime rate to get things, and 7 airports, and 50,000 students in an elementary school. I don't remember. Lots of barriers. So I'm very upset about that. So it's slim pickings. It doesn't look as great as I had hoped it would. But what I did was I just put all of the buildings that I can use out in a strip there. And then we can get an idea of where we're going to be heading from there. And then it's just a question of reworking my metro lines and my bus lines. Oh, and I have to tell you, sorry, I know you guys keep saying you can't hear it, but I can. When I'm fixing my audio, I can hear background noise. The neighbor across the street is having some major work done, and there are about, I would say, a total of 7 big heavy-duty trucks, plus a cement mixer, and a backhoe, and, all this. And they started at 8:30 in the morning. So you're going to hear a lot of that stupid beeping and the thunking and banging and sorry. Yeah, so this is everything I have. I set the roads up. I hope they look okay. When I first looked at it, I saw an owl, and you guys should know by now that my favorite animal is an owl. It quickly disappeared, though. I gave this a bit of a roundabout at the end, and we have metro, above and below ground metro, buses, an airport, which I've never done before, and a train, a commuter train. So I tried to find hotels, because I don't have the airport's DLC. This is the standard airport that came with the game. And I'm happy with that, because to be honest with you, I never cared for the airport's DLC. I think it's ridiculous. Like the cruise ships, it just sends out far too many planes, and then your sky looks like you're under aerial attack, and I just don't care for the look. So this is as far as I've gotten. This is like the start of something big, and I hope it ends up looking good. I just put up the airport there for now. I've got cargo and passenger, and I think I'm going to have to move the cargo. I knew it going in. I plunked them both down because I like to look at what the asset to see how it sits and stuff, and then I want to see how it acts. And I knew plunking down that cargo airport that all the trucks from our other side of the map were going to come over this way. But these are the only buildings that are available to me without having to. I mean, I could. There were a few instances where I can just plunk down, what was it? 7 airports. I don't know where I'm going to put them. I doubt it. But some of them I think I can cheese, but I'm not sure. And then in the front there's just offices, because that's at the expressway, so you want to block the noise. I did find a few more though, but I want to try to keep the architecture itself in line. So I don't want to mix modern with old, and I don't want one brick to be smacked up against another type of brick, if it's possible. Might not be. And I chose wealthy European, but I don't like the way the buildings came out. They do block themselves, they make the connection, but it's this really dark brown that I just don't care for. So I think I went for modern, and high rises obviously are allowed there. I just got to keep an eye on the noise pollution. Here, we got rid of our trains at the industry end, but I added a passenger train. And I was very worried about it, because you know my luck with rail lines. I still think I did something wrong over there on the industry side there on our left, and that's why no trains were coming through. But they are using this. And I did get a couple assets off the workshop as far as trains go, and one of them was so cute. It's a Hello Kitty train. It's a bullet train, and I think it's 580 passengers. It's huge, but it's pink and it's got Hello Kitty all over it. I thought it was cute, so I would try it. So now we have train, metro, taxis. I put the taxis around. None of them are being used. I thought that was a patch, but maybe not. And buses. We have hot air balloons going all over the place. I don't know why, but I never knew, or I never used, I never saw the balloon ride in Park Life. Not sure why, but on the workshop there was an asset to recolor those balloons, so I did it, and I'm like, well, where is it? And I kept looking through Park Life, and I'm like, I don't see it. Oh, there it is. Now down at this end of our right side of the map, I had put in a bunch of offices because we had a huge demand for industry. It was practically to the top. Well, I went back and I removed a majority of it. I want to leave what's at the expressway, but the rest of this needs to be housing. And I did decide to bring in the darker green along this corridor. And I don't think they require an education to live. This game is strange, especially City Skylines 2, where education is everything. I don't like when they push and force an agenda on you. That's annoying. No, education is not everything, but that's beside the point. And I know just as many wealthy high school graduates as there are ones that have degrees. And I know just as many idiots who have degrees and very intelligent people who are struggling through life because they couldn't go to college. So you know what? Stuff your prejudice where the sun don't shine. So yeah, I remove offices. I kept wanting to say commercial. I go in with the high rises and then the lower ones. So they do fill out eventually. Our RCI meter it's not stagnant, but it's kind of up and downing in the middle, which I think is a good sign. So now we gotta go way over here. I hope this isn't too slow. I do apologize. But I'm very excited. I don't know if this is oil or just the way the sand looks. But I don't want to ruin that. I love that beach. I didn't want to touch it. Maybe get Secret Cove going or something. Who knows? So I ended up getting rid of the train thing altogether. And the only way we can export in this end of this map is via ship. And I did end up adding more dark green dark and light blue and a few more offices here. It hasn't quite filled out, but I'm pleased to announce that it did not gouge the terrain as bad as I thought it would. It's a little bit, but this is the edge. That's as far as I can go. So I suppose I could maybe try to smooth it a little bit more. But I'm so happy that everything else actually worked the way I had hoped it would. You'll notice we have more metro and more taxi stands. And where you see those, you'll know that's where my bus routes are. This is colored in, it just didn't fill in, and that's fine. We're not in a huge rush, to get that far. That building is weird. I don't get it. The windows are on the wrong side. They should be looking out, not in. Yeah, see, I do have stuff there. We just have to wait for the demand. There's my meters. Industry finally went down. But it's coming along. I'm pleased. The one thing you won't notice is beautification, and I always forget that word, decorating. Sorry, I know there's a word for it. I just never remember it when I need to say it. That will come eventually. And then this is a huge disappointment. I'm going to get rid of this. I thought they would just put maybe the image of City Skylines too, but no. They give you a frickin' barcode. Who wants to stare at that? Very upsetting. Maybe it'll change. I don't know. But I'm getting rid of it. That is a huge disappointment. But I thank you very much for sticking with me to the end of this video and for your continued support of my channel. Thank you very much. Like the video if you did. Subscribe if you're interested. Take very good care of yourselves. Have a fantastic day. And I will see you in the next one. Might not be till Monday. Bye-bye.